Have you ever seen this? A baby just staring into empty space and then suddenly laughing? Not at you, not at a toy, not at anything you can see. Just laughing. At nothing. And for a second, it feels funny. But if you really watch it, it feels a little unsettling. Because the question hits you. What are they looking at? And the strange part is, this happens everywhere. Different countries, different homes, different cultures, same behavior. Babies reacting to things that aren't there. So naturally, people come up with explanations. They see ghosts, they're more connected to something, they're closer to another world. But when scientists started studying this, they found something just as strange and far more real. To understand what's happening, you need to understand one thing first. A baby's brain is not seeing the world the way you do. Not even close. When you look at a room, your brain instantly organizes everything: objects, distance, meaning, threat, familiarity. You don't see raw reality, you see a prediction. A baby doesn't have that yet. Their brain is still learning how to build reality from scratch. So instead of a stable world, they experience something very different: fragments, light, movement, shadows, patterns. And their brain is constantly trying to answer one question: what is this? And this is where it gets interesting. The human brain is a prediction machine. It doesn't just receive information, it tries to guess what's coming next. Even in adults, your brain is constantly filling in gaps, creating meaning, projecting patterns. Now imagine that system without years of experience to guide it. That's a baby. So when a baby stares into empty space, it might not actually be empty to them. Their brain could be detecting shifts in light, tiny movements, contrast changes, peripheral motion, things your brain has learned to ignore. But theirs hasn't. Because filtering takes experience and babies don't filter yet. They absorb everything. And sometimes their brain tries to make sense of that input and generates a response: a smile, a laugh, a reaction to something that feels real, even if it isn't fully formed. But here's where it gets even deeper. Babies don't just react to what they see, they react to what they expect. And in early life, expectation is unstable, which means their brain is constantly surprised. And what does the brain do when something unexpected happens? Sometimes it laughs, not because something is funny, but because something is unexpected but safe. That same mechanism exists in adults. It's why you laugh when something surprises you but doesn't threaten you. For a baby, that threshold is very different. Small shifts can feel like big events. And then there's another layer. Babies spend a lot of time observing faces, expressions, reactions, emotion, and over time they begin to simulate those patterns internally. Which means sometimes a baby may not be reacting to something external at all. They may be replaying something, a memory, a pattern, a face, and responding to it as if it's happening in front of them. Because in their brain, it kind of is. Now let's talk about the moment that makes this feel eerie. When a baby laughs and then suddenly stops and just stares right past you, that moment feels different because it breaks expectation. But again, there's a scientific explanation. Babies have not yet developed stable attention control. Their awareness shifts rapidly. So, what looks like they saw something, then it disappeared, is often their brain switched processing modes from internal to external, from prediction to observation, from one fragment of reality to another. And to you, it looks like they were interacting with something visible. But to them, it was just another piece of a world that isn't fully built yet. Now, here's the part that really matters. This phase is critical because this is when the brain is learning what is real, what is important, what can be ignored, and slowly over time, the randomness fades. The world stabilizes, the empty space becomes just space. And those strange moments? they disappear. Not because something left, but because the brain finally learned what to see. So the next time a baby laughs at nothing in an empty room, just remember they're not seeing something supernatural. They're seeing something unfinished, a world still being built in real time. And for a brief moment, you're watching a human mind before reality fully locks into place. If this made you rethink what babies are actually experiencing, subscribe because the next question is even stranger. Do babies remember being born? And what happens to those memories? Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Rima, your digi journalist, your performance coach, and your friendly neighborhood science teacher, bringing to you awesome facts and stories that you'll remember for a lifetime.